There's a huge culture shock for us. We're thrown into this new environment where we have to constantly physically push ourselves up.
It's not easy. You're always thinking about why am I being punished every day? Why do I have to do a certain thing? Or why am I doing this?
I didn't get used to the idea yet. Going from the liberty to do what you want to do and when you want to do, right, to having such a rigid and structured day planned out for you.
Sometimes you don't exactly understand the reasoning behind it, so I guess initially you do think it's rather silly. You can't help but wonder why sometimes.
It's a bit uneasy being in new surroundings, but I was kind of ready to take on the challenge. My parents, I think they're also quite excited for me to get thrown out of the house into NS and start fending for myself in that sense.
I told him, as long as you keep a positive attitude, the thing that probably will be in your way is yourself. So once you get through that, everything else should be a breeze.
I was pretty excited, but at the same time quite anxious. Yeah, there were many things going through my mind. I was thinking whether I'll be strong enough, whether I'll be tough enough to go through the training. I'll be away from my family, so that's one of my concerns as well.
It's another one going in again because I have two elder boys ahead of Adli. So for Adli, I'm more composed and more calm. So I'm already knowing what to expect. Yeah.
To me, I really feel excited. I feel proud for him to wear the uniform to defend our country, and looking forward for him to serve the national service.
Training doesn't necessarily get easier, but I think you do really catch up and kind of accustom yourself to it, and it doesn't seem that bad after a while. I suppose the toughest part of every recruit's BMT is going to be the field camp. And pretty much it is our first outfield experience. You physically exhaust yourself the entire day, and throughout the 5 days or so, it does definitely have a mental drain when they really try to push you to the limits. But throughout the experience, you also become tougher. It's not easy, definitely, but something that you can look back on and say that you've done it after you're done.
The reason it was tough, right, is because the months before this I had done absolutely no physical exercise. So it's 7 months of being ideal, and then you suddenly go back to so much of physical training. The 24 click march, very long, very long walk. Your mind is not really working. It's really just the motion already. You feel aches, sore. Some people have blisters also, and then you feel your back pulling on your shoulders. Everyone's definitely in a lot of pain after walking for so long, but it's the mental strength that keeps us going.
What I really treasure is everything that we really forged together with all our section mates and your buddy especially. When you're really experiencing a shared being together, friendships, and I think it's really built really fast, especially when you can see everyone really trying with you and encouraging each other.
Just do your best in whatever you do. Don't let little things get you down. I realized that I'm able to do things that I didn't think that I would be able to do. I'm stronger than I think I am.
You'll be surprised at what you'll be able to endure and what you'll be able to do when you really put yourself to it. And I guess throughout that, you do realize that you're actually becoming someone stronger and more resilient, and perhaps more adaptable to all the new things you get to experience.
In field camp, it rained like crazy, so our morale was very, 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 very low. A lot of us were having all sorts of complaints about field camp and getting very sick and tired lah. The commanders punished us, and then after that they got us to close our eyes and they reminded us about how important our family is to us and how serving NS would be our means of giving back to them and giving back to the country. And after that, we had the meal run, the letter that they gave us from our loved ones. So everyone was very, very emotional.
But everyone down here, there's someone you love. Think about them. Let them be the motivation for you to push on when times get tough.
All the negativities, all the negative attitudes fades away because we realize why we are here, why we are serving the nation.
It's something we can really believe in, something we can hold dear that will see us through the tougher times.
This land is ours to defend. There's no question about that. Like, no one else is going to do it for us and no one else should do it for us.
My hair stood, and the cap thing, it was like an honor being a father and putting on the cap for him.
It's a sense of pride I cannot explain. The feeling was wonderful. I can sense that he realizes the responsibility he has towards his country.
The second part of his life in the army is even more critical. As a family, we have to give him all the support he needs to become a better soldier.
Just like as I've done my national service, I'll pass on the baton to my son, and he in turn will pass on to his son and so forth. It's a small sacrifice for every young man to pay, in order to ensure the long-term security of our nation.
It only gets tougher after BMT, I feel. As we go through that 2 years and more, I think having our loved ones in mind, having the things we treasure the most in mind will be very, very helpful in motivating us. There's a big picture that you need to see because you have other people who rely on you, you have people who depend on you. It's no longer about you anymore,
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present to you the trained soldiers!